In August 2017, I took a wonderful vacation with some very special people. I saw some beautiful scenes and visited some amazing places. The vacation concluded with a truly awesome event, a total eclipse of the sun. Join me as I guide you on a journey that will stay with me for the rest of my life. I first found out about the eclipse 25 years before it happened. I soon learned from multiple sources that a total eclipse of the sun is an unbelievably fantastic experience. I had to see one for myself. I experienced a total eclipse of the sun near Munich, Germany in 1999. The eclipse was incredible, but it was mostly clouded out. I wanted to see a clear one. The August 21st, 2017 eclipse could be seen as a partial eclipse from a very broad region including all of North America. The path of totality for the eclipse stretched across the United States on an almost 70-mile wide path running from Oregon to South Carolina. I chose Wyoming as the state from where I planned to watch the big show many years in advance. I eventually chose eastern Wyoming as the region I wanted to watch from. It was close to the mountains that I wanted to visit, it had wide open views, and it had good chances for clear skies that time of year. Finally, the time for the eclipse vacation came. My parents drove up from Houston, picked me up at my home near Dallas, and we drove to Colorado. The next day, I rented a car in the Denver area and drove up to Rocky Mountain National Park. After camping overnight at the beautiful Glacier Basin campground, I woke up early the next morning and set out on a hike that lasted most of the day. I saw many beautiful sights along the way. The next day, I picked up my wife Katie at the airport, and we headed to meet my parents in Cheyenne, Wyoming, where we spent the night. Well, everyone else slept well. I didn't get much sleep. I was too excited about the eclipse the next day. We woke up very early the next morning, 3:30 a.m., picked up a breakfast that had been prepared for us by the hotel kitchen staff, and then picked up Katie's friends Alicia and Paul at their hotel. We all headed to the town of Torrington, Wyoming to meet the rest of our group. A few weeks before the eclipse, a fellow member of an Eclipse Chasers discussion group, Dr. Donald, emailed me and asked me if I wanted to have my group join his group on a private ranch north of Torrington to get the longest possible totality in Wyoming. We accepted his generous offer, and now we were all headed on a highway north to our observing site. We arrived at the ranch, thanked the landowners for opening their land to us, and started setting up. The landscape was gently rolling green hills, and we had clear skies. We were ready. Right on time, the eclipse started. Using our proper solar filters, we could see the silhouette of the moon starting to pass in front of the sun. The eclipse progressed. The moon was covering more of the sun. We enjoyed the pleasant weather as we chatted and found different ways to watch the eclipse. After over an hour, the sun was a thin crescent. The light began to change. It really wasn't getting darker, just the sun's glare was being reduced. The light started to look very strange. The sky and the landscape took on a unique silvery bluish color. The air became very still. And then the magical moment was upon us.
We are about the amount of sunlight that Saturn sees right now, everybody. About the amount of light. Here's the binoculars.
You know what it feels like? A rainstorm coming.
Don't look yet with the binoculars.
I know.
You're good. Okay.
You were doing binoculars?
Not yet.
Can I see isn't it look like a rain coming in or like a thunderstorm
coming in. Okay, we got something on the western horizon. See it? Right above Don's car. See the bright star? I'll be honest with you, I don't know what that one is.
I think it's moving, actually.
You moving?
I think it's
Perfectly
moving.
honest, I don't know what that one is.
That's a plane.
Okay.
Oh, I know. I see a big star.
Two of them. No, a lower one and a higher one. The higher one's an airplane.
All three of them.
Those.
Low.
Okay. Okay. Look at the clouds in the west. They've gone darker. That's the shadow right there. They were white a few minutes ago.
Yeah, I see it.
Beautiful. Here we go.
Oh my God.
Fun times.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my God. Woo! Corona on the viewfinder! Corona! Corona! Woo! Katie, binoculars! Woo!
Wow!
What a Corona!
Corona, Brian. There it is, Brian.
We got the timer.
Look at the sky, Brian. Look
What?
around you.
Naked eye, naked eye.
Naked eye. Wow.
Binoculars, everybody, if you've got it.
Look at that.
Wow!
Wow.
Woo!
Venus, Mars.
Prominence on the left side. On my telescope, might be switched.
There's 3 airplanes chasing it right
I
now.
just want to look over there.
Oh my God.
Still naked eye, Mark?
Oh yeah.
Or binoculars.
Oh, God.
Look at that Corona.
Katie, take this view, telescope.
Okay.
That's the Corona, right?
Gorgeous.
Oh, wow.
Look how far it extends. Oh my God.
Wow, look at that.
You can see the magnetic polar. Wow. Very cool. Oh, and I see fire spots.
Look at that streamer at the 7 o'clock position. How long is that thing? Oh my God.
What are the two on this side? Are those just reflections, or is that like volcanic or like solar flares?
Roller flares.
Oh my God.
Wow.
I know. Yes, it's amazing. It's all around us. It's even more color. The whole sun is every color all over, not just the sunset. It's not only to the west.
Wow.
Wow, is that beautiful?
God, that came up fast.
Planes, just cruising.
Planes.
Yeah.
Look how pretty this is.
Yes, it's so beautiful.
I'm not gonna pop this.
How you like the view?
It's awesome.
What was that?
Naked eye viewing only. Look at those prominences.
We can see the mountains.
Yeah.
Okay. Chromosphere.
What does that
Look,
mean?
Brian, look at the chromosphere.
The end of it?
Oh,
Yeah.
Here it comes. Here it comes.
oh, wow. Now you're going to see it.
Diamond ring.
Diamond ring.
Woo! Watch the shadow rush to the shadow rush to the east. Shadow on the horizon. Filters back on.
Filters back.
Shadow on the horizon.
It's coming open, Brian. Check it. Yeah. Now it's starting.
Oh yeah, I see.
Yeah.
Now look how light it's getting.
Oh. Now would be the time to see them.
I don't see it.
I can't tell if it's the ripples or not. Maybe shadow bands. I don't know.
That's the fastest minute. Yeah.
Mark, give Katie a hug. Or better. Okay. Oh, that's neat.
Really neat.
Look, they're out of breath. Okay. I got 2 good pictures. At the moment.
When totality started, we removed our solar filters. It was safe to do so, and looked up at something truly glorious. We saw the dark disk of the moon, a black hole in the sky, with the corona of the sun in the background. The corona was a glow unlike anything I had ever seen before, a pure, white, ethereal glow with long streamers stretching out on both sides. Delicate white brushstrokes could be seen coming out of the north and south polar regions of the sun. I looked through my telescope. In addition to giving a closer view of the features of the corona, I could also see prominences, reddish flares of hydrogen gas. I could not see them move. It was like watching a freeze frame from a movie. We also saw a deep blue twilight sky, some bright stars and planets, and a 360-degree sunset. The air was still and the temperature had dropped. It was so beautiful and so surreal. After totality, as the light flooded the landscape very quickly, we celebrated the truly remarkable eclipse. Dr. Donald had actually helped organize a large group of observers, but he split the large group into several smaller ones at different locations so that each group could have a more intimate eclipse experience. After the eclipse, all the small groups gathered together at a restaurant in Torrington to share stories about the fascinating event we all shared. At the end of the day, while stuck in a very long traffic jam, we watched the sun sink below the horizon. It's humbling to know that all those people in the traffic jam had just experienced an absolutely stunning eclipse together. I highly recommend that everyone witness a total eclipse of the sun one day. It's an opportunity to have a great vacation, to meet some great people, and to experience a truly awesome event.